I smell a whole lot of BS. Tank finally back on the scene popping his ish, but when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, he's clearly lying, capping, contradicting himself, and completely flat out hating. We're going to talk about what Tank had to say about a Shakur Stevenson fight, but before we do all that, make sure you hit my like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's cook on it. Tank Davis is back on the scene promoting his June the 15th fight with Frank the Ghost Martin. Now, right off the rip yesterday, a lot of people seen that Gervonta Davis looked like he was out of character. You know what I'm saying? He was finally in front of somebody that he could not intimidate. And like I said, man, I don't know if it was Tank Davis just excited to be back on the scene, or was he out of character because we ain't never seen Gervonta Davis act like he did yesterday. Now, right off the rip, I noticed that Tank, he was trying to be a bully. And what bullies do, they try to see how far they could go. Well, Frank Martin wouldn't have it. Straight up and down. Usually, Tank Davis, he'll put his hands on fighters. He'll try to bully them, and he tries to win the fight before these fighters step in the ring with him. Same thing that Mike Tyson used to do. But when you got a fighter that's not intimidated and that's not going, a lot of times that's when the tables turn, and that's when the bully gets bullied. Now we gotta wait to see on June the 15th if Frank Martin can bully the bully. We got to see what go down. But also, Gervonta Davis, he been doing a media tour, doing his little interviews, promoting the fight. And of course, people going to ask him about other fighters like Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, and all the other top fighters around his weight division, right? Ryan Garcia rematch. People want to know. People want to see all these fights take place. And when you talk about somebody like a Ryan Garcia or Pitbull Cruz, people going to ask Tank Davis about the rematch. But the main fight that the world wants to see Gervonta Davis in, if he can't get past Frank Martin, is Shakur Stevenson. Now, him and Shakur, they've had history together ever since they was little. They came up together, so they know each other very well. And anytime you hear Shakur speak on Gervonta Davis in interviews, or even, on Twitter or whatever it may be, he always give Tank Davis his respect. He always say that he feel that Tank Davis is a well-rounded fighter, that Tank Davis probably will be his toughest fight, but he always give Tank all of the respect in the world. Maybe at times he give Tank too much respect because this a man you got to get in the ring with at some point in time. But Shakur has always kept it real and told everybody time and time again, that's a fight that I want. I know it's up to him and his people, but whenever they ready, I'm ready. Tank Davis, on the other hand, he don't give Shakur Stevenson no respect at all. Matter of fact, he sounding like he hating on Shakur, and he capping and he contradicting himself. Let's just hear what Gervonta Davis recently had to say about Shakur Stevenson. And shout out to Najee from Cigar Talk for always asking the right questions and getting down to the bottom line of the situation.
Definitely one.
Do you pick like what order is in, or you just like whenever it happens?
Yeah,
it happens?
whenever, because he on a different side. So him saying let's fight, he know that we ain't fighting right now.
Oh, because of the opposite side.
Right, because it's his people. He know that. He just, even him, Floyd making him do that video.
Yeah.
He made that video and Floyd sent it. I mean,
you think that was a Floyd joint?
He made the video and sent it to Floyd.
Floyd
posted
it. Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
Do you think that's gonna be your hardest fight?
Hell no.
Nah?
Wow.
Cause he a good boxer, nigga. Like that's when I look at y'all two as the best in the division.
How? Show me something that he did spectacular. Show me something that he did outrageous. Show me.
Right,
his power not outrageous.
Okay.
What defense?
You think he got defense?
He just jumped back. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around. He don't got no technique. And his offense is the same thing. Go look at his fights.
So you
I
feel
probably
like
picked
that's
him on
easy
game,
work?
probably tighter than that. Yeah,
Hold on, but you feel like it's easy work though. You like,
come on, bro.
yeah.
Bro, I touched him with 6-ounce, 16-ounce gloves on, and he ran. Imagine if I hit him with 8-ounce. The guy is here too.
Who? What guy?
The one that
was there?
No, the one that he sparred.
Oh,
I mean, the one that he fought.
Oh, Edwin. Yeah, you seen him? Yeah, I seen Edwin. Yeah, I saw Edwin in here.
Tell him rematch that guy. Now, if he beat him, then
They go.
We can get it on him.
Okay.
I guarantee he won't fight that guy again.
Oh, Edwin.
Yeah, I guarantee.
So let's get straight to it. Gervonta Davis says that he knows that we can't fight right now because of his people. He on the other side, meaning that he's with Top Rank and I'm with PBC, but it's because of his people. Cap. Straight up and down cap, bro. Because the last time I checked, when you wanted a fight to get made, when you wanted something, you made it happen. And that was with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia was with Golden Boy Promotion, Oscar De La Hoya. And we know that Oscar De La Hoya and Al Heyman, they hate each other more than anybody. Golden Boy Promotions and PBC, they do not like each other. They don't want to work with each other. But you know why that fight happened? Because you was the A side and you wanted to fight Ryan Garcia, so you made it happen. So don't talk about, it's because he's with Bob Arum and Top Rank, his people. No, it's on you, dog. You're the A side. If you want to fight, let it be known that you want to negotiate next to fight Shakur Stevenson if you get past Frank Martin, and let's get the ball rolling. And at that point in time, if Shakur Stevenson's promoter is on some BS and y'all can't work out a deal, then we could look at them and say, okay, they was on some bull-ish. We know you the A side. We know that you get the bigger bag. We know that PBC, Amazon Prime, is going to be the main promotional company to headline this fight. We know all of that, but we also know that this fight is big enough to be a split pay-per-view between PBC, Amazon Prime, and Top Rank, just like it was when it was Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, just like it was when it was Ryan Garcia and you on Golden Boy Promotions. I mean, you call yourself the face of boxing. Last time I checked, the face of boxing can make anything happen he want to make happen. Canelo do it, and you know that too because you didn't made it happen before. And you say that he's talking all of this, he calling you out because he know the fight can't be made. Well, if that was true, why are you on Twitter always talking shit about Shakur Stevenson if you know the fight can't be made right now? See, you're capping, dog. It ain't got nothing to do with him and his people. It got everything to do with you. And your people don't want to make that fight next. Now, we're going to get back to that in a minute because later on in that audio that I played, you proved that you was capping and contradicting yourself, right? And you didn't even believe what you were saying. But let's go to what he said about Floyd Mayweather. And he mad because Shakur sent a video to Floyd and then Floyd posted it. Well, if Floyd posted it, dog, Floyd is one of the head niggas at PBC. So Floyd is posting it, showing you Shakur Stevenson want to fight you next. Won't you fight Shakur? Floyd is the one that running a lot of shit at PBC. Come on, dog. You making excuses not to fight the dude, and you talking about, well, I got a 6 or 7 fight contract, but he's somewhere in there. See, boxing has become a popularity contest, right? And Gervonta Davis has the popularity over Shakur Stevenson by a whole lot. So he knows that he can come out, say anything, and people just gonna run with it. Now, when it comes down to Najee asking you think Shakur would be your toughest fight. Now, if you weren't intimidated by Shakur Stevenson, you would say the same thing that you say with everybody else when they ask you about Ryan Garcia, Pitbull Cruz, and all these other fighters. You'd be like, well, I don't know. We got to see when I get in the ring with him. But Shakur Stevenson, you're intimidated by him. So what a bully does when they're intimidated by somebody, they try to play the tough guy role. Oh, he's trash. This man sit up there and said he don't do nothing special at all. He's not good at nothing. He says his defense is trash. His offense is trash. Everything trash about him. And he didn't use the word trash, but that was basically what he was saying. He had a nerve enough to say that Shakur don't know how to slip punches or none of that. Talking about the man don't got no defense and he ain't got no type of technique. Oh yeah, dog, for sure. The way you tried to discredit Shakur Stevenson, man, that tell me a whole lot about how you feel about Shakur, for real, for real. You really intimidated to step in the ring with him. Shakur easily probably have the best defense in all of boxing, but you won't even give him that. Ain't nobody you ever been in a ring with nowhere near on the level of Shakur Stevenson. Gervonta Davis, keep it a buck. He know that. And you know how he contradicted himself, and I know he lied? Because Tank Davis and Shakur did an interview years ago with Barbershop Conversations. They was at a Gary Russell Jr. fight. They were standing side by side, and of course, Barbershop Conversation, Fred asked him about the sparring. Tank Davis out of his own mouth said, Shakur is on another level. He's a special fighter. He says, he made me have to step up my game when I was sparring him. And that was after the last time y'all sparred each other. And then you play to the fans, right? And say, oh, well, all he gonna do is run. That's all we know he gonna run, right? And immediately after you say that, you say, okay, well, if I hit him with 8-ounce gloves, you know, he was running in. You can even ask the man, the dude was over there. He like, who? Somebody that was in the sparring session with y'all that saw it? No, Edwin, the last dude that he fought. What the hell does Edwin De Los Santos got to do with you and him sparring with 16-ounce gloves on? You see, bro, you was all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody gonna call this shit out because everybody riding Gervonta Davis. It's like he can do no wrong when it comes to these tanker maniacs. And then, bro, the ultimate of the ultimate, he'll flat out say, I bet you won't fight De Los Santos again. You ain't gonna fight him again. But the funny thing is De Los Santos is a PBC fighter like Gervonta Davis. And you could have been fighting him next. That would have built a fight between you and Shakur Stevenson even much bigger than it already is, because if you had went out there, fought De Los Santos and knocked him out, everybody would have been comparing your performance to Shakur Stevenson's performance, right? But you ain't want to fight De Los Santos. You talking about, oh, I bet you won't fight. And on top of that, have a nerve enough to say, oh, well, I'll fight Shakur Stevenson if he rematched De Los Santos and beat him. Nigga, what? Also, right, you just said that Shakur Stevenson and you can't fight because of Shakur Stevenson's people, him being on top rank. Well, the last time I checked, Edwin De Los Santos is on PBC just like you. So let me get this straight. It ain't a problem for Edwin De Los Santos, who's a PBC fighter, to fight Shakur Stevenson according to you. But when it comes to Shakur Stevenson and you fighting, well, y'all can't make that happen because of his people. Nigga, you're capping. And why didn't you fight Edwin De Los Santos, who is a PBC fighter? Why did you choose Frank Martin? Why was Rayo Venezuela on the table for you to fight also, but Edwin De Los Santos, the guy that beat him, wasn't on the table? Oh yeah, we're gonna do another video about that because I got some that y'all want to know about that whole situation too. Yeah, bro, we know what it is, Tank. Stop doing all that talking and take these fights, dog. All that talking is only gonna get you so far. You a hell of a fighter. Shakur Stevenson a hell of a fighter. Let's just all keep it real and cut out the cap. Now it's time for all of y'all to show and prove. Tank, you got Frank Martin to worry about on June the 15th. If you get past him, make it happen because the ball is in your court. Anyway, y'all make sure y'all hit my like button. Y'all make sure y'all hate and cry in these comments like y'all already doing. But y'all already know how I do. Diego talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.
2 miles per hour, so everybody sees you.